evening, everybody. Welcome back to Music Free Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. It is Thursday. It's beautiful. I went for a walk this morning. It was great until it started to snow. Um, and then it stopped snowing but when I got home. So it was just a great morning overall. So I haven't been out to walk in the morning all winter because, hey, surprisingly enough, winter is cold. I know this is a surprise to many of you, but winter is in fact cold, especially in Colorado. So, yeah, it's nice. It was above freezing. Went out for a walk. Snowed. It was fun. But anyway, hey, let's enjoy some more fun today. We're gonna be back playing in the snapshot today for Minecraft 117, doing some more creative stuff. So let's get over there and start in on that. All right, so this is the same wacky colored build I was working on last Thursday. Yes, it seems so long ago, but it was in fact just a week. And yeah, so we'll play with this a little more. And I'm not sure what I want to do next, actually. And it's one of those things that, oh, hey, could I have thought about that beforehand? Sure, I could have. Did I? Not even a little bit. No, not even a little bit. So, I think what I want to do is let's do this. Let's grab the moss and let's start playing with some of the other stuff. Hi, Greener. How's it going? I did see a couple of pictures of the new mountain generation. It does look pretty awesome, I do have to admit. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that all looks like. That'll be fun. Be all sorts of fun. Speaking of fun, let's grab some Azalea Bushes. And let's see. What else do I want to play with here? Do I already have? I do already have some moss carpet. Yep, so that looks all sorts of fun. So you've been doing, Greener. Hopefully having a fabulous day. Let's take a look. Oh, I need some the new vines. I love play with some of the yeah, some of the dripstone. Of course, that's all pointed. I'll have to search. They've got some more around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there we go. Dripstone blocks. That's fabulous. Ooh, maybe I'll hang on to that lapis. All right, let's see. What else would be fun? Yeah, see, the mountain generation is one of those things I am really looking forward to. Because I am a dwarf at heart, and I love mountains and I love caves. So this update is right there for me. Let's see. Do I want to? I'm not sure I want to throw in a skulk sensor just yet, but that would be fun. I know. Just getting to wind down. Awesome. It's always a nice thing to be able to do that. You know, it's like, I'm just going to be able to sit and chill. Where are the Glowberry Vines? Okay, that's a glowing ink sac, which is... Oh, and the glow item frames. I forgot about those. Yeah, that'll be fun. But let's grab some glowberries, and... I know the vines are there somewhere. Maybe they just... I don't remember. It's been a while. Let's see. Right, so if I just plant... Can I just plant glowberries somewhere? I forgot. Oh yeah, there they go. Okay, I'm not going to leave it there, but... This is what I get for not actually paying attention to how the update works, you know. Alright, so let's get in here and... Yep, got it. Thanks. Yeah, seems obvious. I was just looking for... Because I'm being creative, right? So, hey, let's just grab the vine, right? That makes sense. All right, so let's dig out a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bunch of this moss down here, you know, and I'm just going to build a little, sort of like a front garden for this castle, right? Whatever this obnoxious looking dealy bob is, it needs a nice front area. So let's get started on that. And let's just see what fun things I could do. Now, I'm just going to start by getting all mossy down here. And I think what I'm going to do as part of this is I'm going to throw in some water, maybe some glow squid. That would be fun. Oh, hang on a sec. I may have a sneeze. Oh, that was annoying. Okay. Sneezing. It's annoying. You know, I could just fill this. I do, in fact, remember that there are commands to do such things. I don't play in Creative Awesome. No, I don't play in Creative Awesome either. I am considerably not awesome at Creative. That's just pretty much how that goes. No, but I am... I don't play in Creative often. I usually spend all my time in survival, so this is going to be its own special breed of fun here. Now, this is also looking really boring. Okay, because look, I have a lawn. Now, I've heard that using moss for a front lawn rather than grass is really cool. I wouldn't know, but hey, we'll go with it. All right, so let's start here. I want to pull out a little bit of this that's back behind this wheel of whatever this wheel is. It is wheel-o blocks is what this is. Okay, so let's start by pulling out some of the stone. And I think what I want to do is maybe I'll get back here with some of the dripstone behind it. Actually, having it drip down into a pool might be fun too. I don't know if I want to take out this pillar or not. It's nice to have it, right? Because it looks cool with these pillars supporting the cave roof and all that fun stuff. So I may want to keep that around. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do? I think, yeah, let's come back here and let's maybe put in a pond sort of here in front. Hang on a second. Yeah, I definitely need to blow my nose. I don't know why. Suddenly, it just has to happen. It's one of those things. Excuse me just a moment. Okay, I am back. I even remembered to unmute the mic. All right, cool. So let's play with some of this. Now, I really like some of these deep slate stairs and things, so I may use some of that here. But let's go ahead and pull out some of this. And what I'm going to do is make sort of an irregular shape, I think. And then I proceed to make a more regular shape, I suppose. But let's start with something here. Yeah, I'm going to bring this up this way just a little bit. Okay. Now let's come in here and let's find some deep slate. Let's see. I've got cobbled stairs, just polished, and the, yes, cobbled, polished, and the tile. I like what the tile looks like, but I think I want to go with the cobbled here. Okay. And I'm going to do a number of things. So first off, let's see. How do I want to approach this? I think I want to play with something here. I do. I'm going to go this way. Make a couch. Couches are cool. All right, and ooh, deep cobble. There we go. Grab some cobbled deep slate here as well. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to throw some of this cobbled in here. This is a little bit square, perhaps. But for now, let's just go with it. And we're going to, let's see, what do I want to do here? Do I want to leave that green in front of there? Do I want to do a little something else? I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this way. It's a little bit, I don't know if it's boring necessarily, but it's definitely there. Let's grab some Lapis, which isn't one of the new blocks, obviously. Blocks of Lapis have been around for a while. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some of these in here. And I think what I want to do as well is, yeah. I'm going to actually try clicking on the right things. It's hard to do, honestly, you know, pro strats, click on the right things to build stuff. But, yeah, I'm going to also bring this out this way a little bit. Yeah, let's just bring this way. And where are my steers? There they are. I recognize those steers. All right. So I want them to go in sort of like that. Great. Okay, let's slide this out this way a little bit too. So that's going to come in here and like that. And let's bring some Lapis down that way. And I think maybe another stair right there. Okay. Just playing with it here a little bit. Now, let's see. I'm not going to need the glass for now. Let's not worry about the nether brick. And let's grab some water. Oh, water, your water. You know, that water looks really, really pale compared to all of that Lapis. Okay, so. And this is fine. So. Let's go ahead and just run water into these stairs. We'll just waterlog them. Oh, not that much. Okay, so I have now succeeded in doing something stupid. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Cool. Where are those stairs? There we go. Stairs. I have stairs. Okay. Now I'm going to try putting the right blocks in the right places now. Okay, so I have failed. I have failed the whole blocks going in the right places. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen. For blocks going in the right place, please see somebody else's cool channel. Yes, here at Music Free Gaming, where we drive people away because we don't know what we're doing. We meaning me, and we're going to go with royal we because why the heck not? Okay, so I think... Okay, yes, thank you. All right, so we've got that going. Now, it's a little bit dark. Admittedly, I have way more light because, hey, guess what? Night vision is cool. Okay, glow squid. All right, now we're going to watch this glow squid drown itself because this pond is really too small for a glow squid. Okay, yeah, you can be in there. It's okay. All right, let's see. Is there a take? I forgot. What was... Yeah. It's too small for glow squid. All right, fine. I won't put glow squid in there. That'll show me. All right, so let's get some azaleas. And let's plant a couple of azaleas around here. I do like them. They're a really pretty flower. Okay, so I'm just going to go and do that. Now let's take some of these glowberries. And, you know, I'd like to hang a few so they hang down sort of back behind here. Don't know quite what I want that to look like, but let's grab some of the... Yeah, let's just grab some of the deep slate. And for now, let's just bring it out this way a bit. Okay. Now, this looks really, really dumb. Okay, I freely admit, this has a whole series of dumb attached to it, but that's fine. All right, so let's... And what I can do then is I could terraform this. I can do a bunch of other things, you know. We got... Right, this... Just bring this way somewhat, right? We'll just tie it into this hillside in a way that might possibly make sense to future generations, but I'm not entirely sure makes sense to me. Okay. In fact, I might do a little bit of something else up here too. But for now, we'll do this. And let's go ahead and bring this this way just a touch. You know, because it's a thing. Right? Sure. You know, just bring some of this down this way. All right? Because, you know, we have the blocks. Let's use the blocks. They are blocks. All right. Not there. Can I... Okay. Got to place it at the bottom of the tree there. Okay, so it's cobbled, but that's okay. We'll go with it. Yes, that's all cobbled and not actual deep slate. Hey, how's it going there, gamer? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Can they be climbed? I think they can, actually. Let me drop these down to the ground here. Let's find out. Maybe. Or not. Of course, I'm in creative, so let's see this. All right. So I'm now in survival. Can I get up this? Yeah, because I thought you could climb them like you could with some of the nether vines, but yeah, apparently not. That's not a thing. But, okay. Well, now these guys should get fruit on them eventually, which would be fine. So the vines themselves don't, but the berries do. So there aren't any berries on the vines at this point, but at some point, these things will bear fruit, like, literally, and the berries will glow, which is kind of nice. Now, I think the other thing I want to do is let's get in here with a little bit of... Let's run some deep slate this way just a touch. And let's get back in here with some dripstone. And I'm going to just run a... I'm not sure that's actually... Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really like the azaleas. It's one of those things... I haven't been happy completely with some of the options that have been available for plant life and stuff, for gardens and things. Some of it's been really cool, but some of it is just a little bit bizarre, So, taking a little bit of this, let's come back here with some azalea leaves. And I'm just going to just throw some around here to kind of random pattern. And what I'm going to do then is let's throw some of the flowering azaleas in here. Okay, sure. Yeah, this will be fine. I'm going to actually run this down this way a little bit. This is one of those things I'm particularly bad at, is dealing with plants, and let's just make that, trying to make things look natural, so it'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to grow up that way. And in fact, if I drop an azalea bush... Oh, the azalea bushes have to be on some sort of dirt or moss or whatever. So that's fine. I can arrange that. So let's go ahead and throw that right there. Oops, that was not what I was looking for. There we go. That's exactly right. So let's bring some of this moss down this way, because I wanted this front lawn area, but it's looking a little bit, well, flat and dull and boring is really what it is. Yeah, so let's go ahead and spread this out this way just a touch. I'm going to leave that stone there. And let's just run this up this way a little bit. Now, let's grab some glow lichen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Go a little bit of nature and fun stuff like that. Now, this area is sort of groomed, right? They mow their moss over here by the castle, so we'll just I'm not sure that how much moss would need to grow, but sometimes you just kind of go with it, right? All right, we'll add a little bit of carpet. Now, I can add some carpet to some of this as well, just to give it, be able to hide some light under it. Oh yeah, the moss blocks are great. If you're one of those people who doesn't like the natural dirt, right, the natural grass block that's grass on top and dirt on the sides, the mossy blocks are going to come to your rescue. The other thing that works really well for that, yeah, and a lot of people have been working with that, is like right here, right? The moss carpet, it's basically the same grass pattern. So it's going to cover up like light sources in your grass and in your moss a lot better than like green carpet or some of those other tricks. Yeah. So this I'm thrilled with, right? Because I can come out here. Let's grab some grass for a minute. Right, so if I grab a grass block, and, right, so I can put, I don't know what biome I'm in, so it doesn't quite match that, but in some biomes, that's going to actually blend in really well. What biome am I in? I don't, let's see, it's around here somewhere. Eeny, miny, mo. Deep Slate Overworld, Dripstone, okay. So I'm in a deep, dark forest. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, there it is. It's on the other side. Yeah. Okay, it's actually right under my picture. It's amazing how that works. Okay. When I play in survival, I use mini HUD to help, well, just to show some of that info. Okay, that's fine. I'll put the lichen there. Lichen's good. And let's take out some of this stone. My semi-natural random pattern looked really regular there for a minute. Okay. Just throw that this way. That should come out. Oh yeah. So the light vine. So the glow lichen. The glow lichen behaves like vines do in the overworld. So let's see. There are some natural ones around here. Yeah, so they'll spawn naturally like this. Now they don't spread like regular vines do, but you can bone meal them and they'll grow. And they give off light level 7. So, I've got night vision on, but you can kind of see like up here where that glows. Yeah, so if I come back down here and if I can remember what the command is, it's not give, I don't think. It's, well, thought it was. Let's see. I forgot. There was a command here somewhere. Maybe it was effect. Clear. Let's see. Yeah. I think it doesn't matter. I'll just use my name. Okay. Night vision. There we go. Okay, so you see how dark this is now. The glow lichen, right? You can see it starts giving off this little bit of light here. So when you come into a cave, you start seeing these little patches of light here, and like the glowberries will put off some light as well. Okay, so you get all of this fun. It really adds to the mood. As a builder, one of the things I like to do with it is like with this arch, which I built last week, is I put the lichen on the inside of the copper here. These are waxed copper, so they're not going to age. And it adds just a little bit of emphasis around that arch. And I did the same thing back here with this wheel, right? As I put some glow lichen back behind it. I could have put it right on the block. I put it on this thing back here, but it gives just a little, right, it stands out a bit, gives you a little bit of emphasis. Like I've done this in survival, in 1.16, you put torches behind it or you put glow rods behind it, something like that. But those are really bright. So you put the glow lichen and yeah, you get this really nice little emphasis behind it and it looks good. Now what I did over here is I put the glow lichen over the amethyst. One, it softened the amethyst color, which was nice. Kind of blends in with this copper. But then it just runs this light all the way up and down these columns. So, yeah. So really nice. All right. So let's just give it to me. I know there's a command here just to self, but we'll go with this. Okay. Night vision. What was it? Yeah. Something like this. And then, I don't know, 9. I'm making it up as I go. So yeah, it's really cool. Now, under the harsh glare of night vision, this is just really bright and it's a little funky. But when you turn out the lights, yeah, you get this really nice effect. And so even in survival, if I'm not building down in a cave, just like I did with this wheel, using the glow lichen to just emphasize and highlight different areas of the build are going to be so so fun. That's going to be such an awesome thing to do. So I think what I want to do is let's take some of these leaves. And let's run some leaves. Let's grab some flowering azaleas here too. Yeah, so it's going to be super, super nice. Yeah, and let's grab some glowberries. Don't need the dirt anymore. And I'm just going to throw some glowberries up here. All right, let's just let some of this. Now, I haven't stumbled into one while I was searching for this area. But there will be, as part of the generation, there are going to be these lush caves that have these azaleas and these glowberries and stuff growing naturally. So that's going to be really cool. Yeah, so we'll just... Yeah, and they are. There's this lovely green, and the berries themselves are orange, right? So I don't have any of them showing up right here. In fact, I'm going to bring some... Because I'd like to be able to just add them to the vine. It doesn't look like I can. I wonder if I can bone meal that. Let's grab some bone meal here and just see. I think I can. Yeah, that's right. The lush green caves. Well, we got St. Patty's Day. Ah, there we go. Right, so we'll just... There we go. Yeah, see? So let me go ahead and turn off the lights again. Right, and so now you can see the glowberries are putting off some light. Let's come up here and let's bring this down here a little bit. And so if I slap some glowberries on there, right, so they put off all of this light, which gives you now a natural light source, something you can put in and hide it that looks really cool. And they do. They put out a lot of light. I actually haven't played with them before. This is... When I was playing on this last week, I was playing with all the copper and all of the dripstone and that type... Or dripstone. Deep slate. Oh, excuse me. I got something in my eye. Today I'm playing with the plants. So yeah, so you can get some... Just get a couple of these things. Now you can eat these as well. I don't remember how much food they give you. I think there was one other effect they gave you too. I don't recall. But yeah, you can see the light that they give off there, plus what you get from the lichen. It really makes adds for a really nice ambiance into the caves. All right, so let's go ahead and let's throw some of this coming down this way. Okay. Now I haven't tried it. I think you can do the same trick with these vines that you can do with others, is you just run some string under them so they don't grow anymore. But I haven't tried it. But we'll let those grow. Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to throw a couple of these around. In fact, let's throw a little lichen back here. Ooh, that's going to look cool. Yeah, for these little cutouts and things like that. That's going to look really nice. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. That is... Yeah, I said it's like a light level 7, so it's the same level that like a redstone torch would give off. But it's got a really nice view to it. Now, one of the cool things, too, because this deep slate is actually really hard to mine, apparently, is if you hit this with bone meal, watch what happens to the... Here, turn the lights back on. Watch what happens to the stone around this. Right? You get tall grass, you get azaleas, and it turns all of this deep slate... Oops. Darn it. There we go. Turns all the deep slate into moss, which is a lot easier to mine. And from what I was seeing in some of the streams, like Mango was doing stuff on his channel, if you hit the moss with a piston, it drops like mossy carpet. So if you want a way to to farm mossy carpet, you can do that. So yeah. Yeah, so there's, and you know, you hit it and you get the azalea bushes and all sorts of other fun stuff. So now if I'm remembering some of the announcements correctly, and I could be wrong and some of this could change, the azaleas will also grow above ground in the overworld, but around weird biomes. So if there's a certain type of cave biome or something underneath, like maybe a lush cave underneath, you'll see the azaleas start to crop up in the overworld. I'm not entirely sure. I might be a little bit off on that. But that was, as I recall, that was part of one of the announcements. And what I have not done here too, was it the, yeah. Let's grab some drip leaf. And let's see. Keep that. Let's get rid of the copper. Let's get rid of that. I also like these deep slate variants of the ores because they're in a darker stone. So that's a really fun look as well. So, oops. So drip. There we go. Big drip leaf. There we go. So let's throw some of these. Yeah, it's all sorts of fun stuff. So if I come in out here. Now, yeah. So let's throw some of the... Now, the drip leaves are fun. If you stand on them, eventually they drop you. And then they grow back. One of the things I've heard... Yeah, absolutely. They are... If you're building parkour maps or anything like that, they're wonderful for those types of things. Now, there's a way to... Maybe I just need to bone meal it. That was not quite what I had in mind. There we go. Yeah, so you can... Yeah, I'm just bone mealing the leaf. Okay, so you can throw some of those in. The small drip leaf, apparently can't place. Or I'm not placing it in the right place. And I think these can also go in the water if I'm... Am I remembering that right? Maybe I'm not. Oh yeah, there they go. There they go. Right, so you get a little bit of this going. So it's sort of like a lily pad. Actually, I think I do want to take that down. Let's go ahead and just make that a lily pad. Why not? That looks really dumb. Okay, let's try that again. All right, there we go. Could totally use them as lilies. The other fun thing about them is if you hit them with a redstone signal, they won't collapse. So if you power them, they'll just continue to hold you up. So you could do some fun things with those and timers, similar to what you would be doing with like a trap door, but you can do them with the dripstone. So yeah, some fun things going on there. I'm gonna take some of this drip leaf and let's I think I want to put a little bit right here. Oops, that was not the right thing. Yeah, so there's some really interesting things that can happen here. And yeah, there are a lot of uses. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of the different ways that... That's odd that I can't place it there. I'll place it there, though, and that's okay. I'll go with that. I think there's some restriction on what it can be next to. It might be the azaleas that are in the way. It's hard to say. All right, I do want to come out here since I've got some of this. I think that's a little bit much. Yeah, and there's a little bit of something. Not entirely sure what, but a little bit of something. Okay, that might be a little bit too much, but we'll go with it. I do want to add let's add a little bit more moss over this way. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, so let's take some leaves here. I've got leaves. There we go. I want to bring a few more leaves sort of over this way. And I'm just going to have some hang down like this. Let's do sort of the same thing up here. Let's take a little bit of mossy stuff. Okay, just run a little bit of mossy stone coming around this way. Or mossy stone. Moss. It's not stone at all. And I'm going to just run a little bit. I'm going to hang a little bit down this way. Let's throw some flowering ones in there too. Okay. Yeah, so just a little bit. Let's make this guy. He's growing, but just want to make him a little bit longer. Same with this one. Oops. Gotta get close enough. There we go. Yeah, let's run some leaves, a few more leaves up, right up around this way. Now what's fun then is I can then, because you can put the lichen on just about anything. So yeah, so throw a little bit of the lichen just wherever you want a little extra light. All right, so let's go ahead and turn off the lights again. All right, you see, it just adds a little bit of highlight there, which is really nice. Go ahead and let this hang down a little more. Yeah, one more. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, I'm going to take out some of this stuff. Now, one of the other things they've added, of course, they've added these tough blocks. When they first had andesite or something growing there, but you know, filling in with the deep slate, they changed it to the tough, and then around the amethyst nodes, the geodes, they've replaced it with polished basalt, which looks really cool too. In fact, I should maybe think about using some of the amethyst around here. Let's go ahead and bring some leaves down. That might be a little bit too bushy there, but I'll go with it. Throw some flowers in just for a little bit of color. Yeah, because you get the stuff, the smooth basalt, and it's just got a nice little texture. So there are some places, right? You throw it in here, kind of around like this. Okay, go ahead and play with that a little bit. I'll need to fill in this hole and stuff too, but kind of liking this garden look that's sort of happening over here now. It's like, this isn't an actual lush cave, but there is some lushness happening over here. All right, this is definitely good. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just run some of this moss this way. Leave a little bit of this stone here, but I want to take this. Let's run a little bit of this leafy goodness right up along these walls. The plan here, just to give it a little bit of the that hanging look. In fact, let's take some of this. I don't know how those are going to work, but let's take some of the glowberries. Okay, the glowberries, can eat them. They can't hang from leaves, which is fine. Okay, I guess I won't hang them there. All right, that's okay. That's totally fine. Go ahead and just run this. Yeah, just run a little bit of stuff down this way. In fact, if I take a little bit of moss, yeah, right up along in here, I think this is going to work out fairly okay. All right, how's that? how's that looking? Not too bad. Let's bring a little bit more of this way, and I want to take a few more leaves and bring them out. Bring them down this way a bit. All right, so they're coming down here. Ooh, let's just actually bring it all the way down here to this. Maybe I'll put an azalea bush right there. Let's go and run that way. Okay. Yeah, this is doing mostly okay. I'm going to add a little bit of the lichen just to give that a little emphasis, but otherwise I think that's all right. All right, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I said we've got a little man-made pond going on over here. Now, in this cave, there's a natural waterfall right here. Okay, there are a couple of them, right? There are a few of these, because these caves can get fairly deep. There are some of the cuts that'll take you from ground level and drop you almost all the way down to bedrock. I can't remember who I was watching. Might have been Il Mango, may have been may have been somebody else, but showed, oh, look at this massive crack. And it says, yep, you fall down here, it's like a 120 block drop. Okay, that's intense. All right. Ooh, actually, you know what would be really cool? Is let's run a little bit of a waterfall down this way. And what I want to do is let's take a little moss. And the moss is going to basically grow up around whatever pool this crashes into. Now I'm covering up all of that lovely smooth basalt I just put in place, but it's all right. Okay. In fact, what I'll do, put in some of the smooth basalt. Now, when you mine this deep slate by hand, it's going to end up being turning into, it turns into cobbled deep slate, which looks a little bit different, but not too different. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to put some of this smooth stuff down here. It's like, okay, the water's been beating on it, smoothed it out some. And actually, let's take some... Yeah, let's just take some regular deep slate. And I'm going to run that here along the edges a little bit. All right, now, waterfall. Water. I think what I want to do is let's come up this way. And I'm actually going to take this all the way up into that block right there. Okay. So that's going to come down here into this pool, which is looking a little bit flat. All right. Okay, do I have it all? Awesome. I think I want this to be just a little bit wider, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we'll let that fall down this way. What I'm going to do is let's take some of Cobbled Deep Slate Stairs, because that's a mouthful. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a little bit this way, and let's grab a slab. Yeah. And we'll just throw some slabs and stuff in there. All right. Nice. All right, so that's going to go in that way. All right, oh, you know what? Let's grab another azalea, but let's grab one that's not flowering. Now, one of the cool things, oops, that was totally wrong. One of the cool things I've got going on, too, is the ability to have dripping dripstone. Because that's what dripstone does, is it drips. I know, it's shock to everybody. But dripstone does in fact drip. And you can drip it into a cauldron. So if it's got a water source or a lava source above it, it will drip that into a cauldron. Okay. See, I forgot. I don't think you can climb the lichen. Okay, yeah, this isn't too bad. I am going to leave a little bit of that stone. It's tough, but so's life. No, but it's the tough block. All right. So this is starting to come down this way a little bit. Let's see. Do I want to do anything? Yeah, let's bring this way. We'll throw some carpet on that one. The carpet's nice, even if you don't use it for light, just to give you a little extra, just a little extra thickness to some of the moss in places. You know, nothing too crazy, but okay. All right, that's not bad. I feel like I need a little bit more vininess coming around in the back here somewhere. And I am so bad at actually organizing my inventory here. All right, how do I want to do this? Let's come in this way. And I'm just going to run a little bit of this down here like this. Throw some flowers in there too. Should probably mix those in a little bit more, but it's kind of okay. All right, so that's not too bad. And then a little bit flat though, a little bit flat. So let's go ahead and bring it out this way. And I think what might be good is let's take some of these glowberries. And we'll throw some glowberries in there too. In fact, let's do this here as well. I'm going to take some glowberries, run them down this way, and I'm going to throw some azaleas up around it. Right, some of the azalea leaves. With the idea that this should, that'll grow and then give me a little bit of other goodness. I feel like this should be a bit longer. Okay. Okay, so let's see what this is looking like over here now. Not too bad. I want a little bit more green up in this back corner. Okay. Because green is good. And you know, you got St. Paddy's Day coming up soon, right? The holiday of all things green. For those of you who are Irish or like to pretend to be, it'll be a great day for everybody, right? Yeah. I actually am marginally Irish. Most of my family is actually Welsh, but you know, you get my ancestors are all from England. You know, there's a little mix of everybody up that way. Okay. All right, so that's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. Now I think let's come up here. Where's that bone meal? There we go. And let's just bone meal some of this. There we go. Because sometimes just bone mealing things will give you a little bit of that natural look that's just a touch harder to come by, you know? All right, so let's see. What else would be good here? I'll throw in some leaves. Actually, this would be better as flowering leaves. So just adding a little bit of color. And let's take some lichen. And I want to just put a little bit of lichen. Yeah, you can't really seem to put anything next to the azalea bush. you can put it on it, but if the bush is next to something, you can't. So it's interesting. It's good to know. And these are just Azalea leaves, right? I can put them on the light on there. I just can't put them on this face. Put them on that one. That's just sort of an interesting thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of lichen here, and what I'm gonna do is run some. Run some leaves down this way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if it's just the flowering or what, but it might be a bug. I don't know. It looks cool regardless, so. Okay, so we'll just throw some more flowering leaves there. Let's see. Anything else I want to do with this? Let's go and put that there. And the drip leaves are nice, giving you a little bit of vertical height. Okay, which is something a few of you know about, Not everybody is short, like, other people who are short, So I was going to go somewhere with that. And train of thought just derailed, went over a cliff, crashed in a blazing explosion at the bottom of the cliff. People were talking about it for ages. That's kind of what happened to my train of thought. Okay, so, which I suppose is better than it often is, where it still feels like it's still boarding at the station. All right, so do I want to add a little bit more over this way? I think a little bit of mossy coming this way would be a good touch. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of the moss here. I do want some of the stone showing through just so it looks like the moss is sort of growing up and around all of the stone. Yeah. Yeah, that should be good. Should be fairly good. All right. So just out of curiosity's sake, let's turn off the lights. Okay, that's not too bad. I do want to put a little bit of lichen up here. There we go. Actually, let's put it back there. Because the lichen is really nice to highlight things, right? Now, with the glowberries, on the other hand, they're going to light up my life, right? We'll just throw them in there, and they're just going to cast all of the light because that's just what they do. Okay, so that's going to go that way. Let's throw a little bit of lichen just on the side there. All right, so how's this looking from the ground? Let's slide over this way, and how does that look? It's not too bad. I think I need a little bit of something up here. I don't know, maybe just, maybe we'll just bring a couple of leaves down. Yeah, okay. I can go with that. That's all right. That would be an idea. Let's grab some. I've got some dripstone. Let's throw some right here. And I'm going to let this grow up just a touch. Basically, I want to have a little bit of, just a little bit of green to break up that gray wall. But I don't need a lot. Okay. Cool. See, yeah, look at that lichen back there. Almost looks like, hey, there should be a door here, and there's not, and it's cool. All right. All right, I like this. Let's take some of the stairs, and let's also turn the lights back on. And what I want to do is let's throw some stairs in here just a little bit. Give this a little bit of shape. don't know that I need anything too crazy here, but just a little bit. Yeah, go that way. If I could do polished basalt stairs or smooth basalt stairs, that would be lovely, but can't do that yet, so awesome. All right, I like where this is going. Yeah, I do. It's what we have here is a nice stretch of awesome, a place full of joy and wonder, and yep, I am putting a hill here because who doesn't like a good hill? Cyclists don't necessarily like a good hill. Oh man, speaking of hills, I watched probably the most wholesome video I've seen in a long time today. It was over on Good Times with Scar's YouTube channel. And for those of you who don't know, he uses a wheelchair. I don't remember what... He's mentioned it a few times. He has a muscular disease of some sort. I don't remember what it was. But he got an off-road wheelchair. And so he was playing with that. And man, his joy at just being able to ride around his neighborhood, go up hills and go sit on a park bench that was on top of a hill was just the happiest, most wholesome thing I've seen for a while. So definitely worth checking out. All right. Yeah, I like this. I like this little bit of growth and stuff that's happening over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this across, right? Kind of smooth over the ground here a little bit. But I think what I want to do is I want this to sort of blend in to stone. There's some moss. Oops, come on. You got to push the right buttons. I'm going to run some moss here, but I'm also going to grab some of this deep slate. I'm going to add some deep slate here. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to fall in a hole, which is also fun and exciting. You know, highly recommend. No good build is complete if you haven't fallen in a hole a couple of times. Again, these are pro strats, you know. Not everybody will tell you these things, but I'm fairly convinced that no good Minecraft build is complete if you haven't fallen off your build at least 3 times. Okay, I think that's just the law of Minecraft. All right, so do this. Bring some of this in. Yeah. Okay, I may want to change up some of that stone, but for now... Excuse me, for now I'm going to cough, and then I'm going to take a look at this. Yeah, I think what I want to do is bring this one. I'll bring some of this stone down here. So bring this down this way a bit. Hello, water. You are definitely wet. Okay, so let's go ahead and just going to bring this down this way. I want to try to shape a little bit of a hill here, coming down towards this section of ground. But I also want to bring in some of this the stone. So the idea here is that the moss is coming over, and the residents of this castle have definitely cultivated some mossy growth. But I want to have it sort of intermingled with this stone here a little bit. So it's like they're working on it. But there's still some stone here. There's still a little bit just sort of coming through. Right. It's one of those things I also preach is that, and I don't always follow my own advice, but I think it's really helpful if when you build, you have some sort of idea, a little bit of lore about what's going on with the build. Okay. I'm not saying you need full backstories or anything like that, but just sort of an idea of what's going on? Why is this the way it is? Because it helps inform your build decisions. Okay, it's not talking like you said you need full backstories or the complete history of Minecraft build area 47, but a little bit of an idea like, okay, so obviously this is a castle or some sort of fortress or building, obviously built into the cave. It goes back underneath this overhang, and in theory there's all sorts of stuff behind it. I haven't gotten to any of that yet. And they've been slowly terraforming this cave. It was dark, it was dreary, it was here, you know. And now they're just trying to, you know, grow it out and make it home, you know. And so they've been working through, they've been working up on this area. You know, they still have some places where they need to do a little bit more work. In fact, I want to take some cobbled deep slate. And you can see the difference here. Whoa. Okay. What happened? I feel like something went weird. Okay. Okay, yeah, but you can see the difference between like the cobbled slate and the regular deep slate. Okay. Whoa. All right. I had one heck of a network drop there of some sort. That was fun and exciting. It's like my... Okay, but things seem to be doing relatively okay. Up here, let's grab some more water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run some water this way. So that as this comes down, it sort of meanders down into the cave here. There we go. So whatever's happening underneath this tower, it's there and it's very wet. You know, you gotta do something with it. Ooh, do I actually want to bring... No. So do I want to bring this water all the way around both sides of this to meet in the middle? And I don't. It's all coming from this one water source. Okay, but I do want to bring a little bit of the slate across this way. Alright. Cool. Now, where's... I had some slabs. There we go. Just going to bring some slabs around here just to shape this a little bit. Okay. Again, this is not my forte. I'm bad at nature. I'm sorry, nature. As much as I like walking through you, I'm really bad at replicating you at Minecraft. And so, you know, I try, but some days are better than others. Okay, so let's see. I think I want to... Yeah, we'll just throw some of the carpet down here. Alright, now I do need to bring this because this just looks stupid. I mean, hey, look, this pillar is just sitting here on nothing. Alright, now I'll get walls and stuff going on here. I do want to take some of these... oops. Okay, come on. Click on the right things. Clicky, clicky, my friends. Clicky, clicky. Alright, so what I want to do is let's actually bring a little bit of slate. I want it to be over that puddle. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down this way a little bit. And... Okay. Alright, so... Oh, yeah. That's how that works. Okay. Actually, I want to bring this way. Okay, so this is going to come down here like this. All right, now what I want to do up here... Okay, this is a problem. Yep, I failed at that. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so what I want to do is I want to put some water up here. So I want this to drip. All right, so put some water there. Take that out. Okay. Watch as that... Oh, so it can hit the bat. Hit the bat. Hit the bat. Hit the bat. No, missed the bat. Okay. Anyway. All right, which one was it? That one. Okay. Cool. I'll figure this out. Okay, but you can see the water is going to drip all the way down the thing here. Okay? Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Now, that's a little bit long for that, but it's okay. We'll go with it. And so the other fun is that you can have it, if you have lava above it, it should drip lava. Now, I might be misremembering the rules on this, on how much this actually drips and how far this can go and all of that stuff, but yeah, we'll go with it. It's a thing. We'll figure it out. Okay, but yeah. So let's just bring some of this down this way a little bit. Okay. Now some of this, like the natural generation, is probably going to look a lot better than what I'm doing, but yeah, you start playing with the snapshots, you'll find dripstone caves and stuff that are going to look really, really cool. Okay. I think let's go ahead and bring this down like that. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, then I'm going to come back here and we'll throw a little bit of a dripstone spike on there. What do they call that? Pointed dripstone. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I wonder if it has to be the first thing. I don't know. At some point this makes sense. Yeah, I'll figure out these rules eventually. All right, so let's go ahead and just turn the lights off and just see how this looks. Well, this is looking pretty nice. Kind of feel like I need a little bit of light back here. Let me go grab some of this lichen. Just need a little bit of light back here. Nothing crazy. Just a spot of lichen on the walls. Maybe I'll throw a little bit over here as well. Maybe a touch down there. All right, 6 points. Cool. Because, you know, it's a touchdown. 6 points. Yeah. All right. Ahas the football jokes. All right, so yeah, so that's going to go in there fairly well. Okay, cool. I think what I want to do is I'm going to drop a little bit of Lapis ore back here. It's going to be a little bit hard to see because of the light, but I want to throw a little bit of this ore. Now, I don't think it generates too much down here. They're updating ore generation, right? So Lapis, redstone especially is going to generate way down here at bedrock level. Diamonds, of course, are going to generate at bedrock level. You'll get a little bit of iron, as you can see up there. A little bit of gold. But what they're trying to do is vary the levels that your ores generate at. So you don't just drop down to level 11 and just plow the underside of the world. No, now you'll drop down to like minus 50 or something and plow the underside of the world to get your diamonds and your redstone. But then you've got to pick different levels depending on what materials you're looking for. So yeah. All right, cool. I like where this is going. I want to bring a little bit of the moss. I'm just going to bring a little bit this way. Kind of what I'm looking at is that there's some there is some life trying to happen here. Okay, even in the deepest, darkest of caves, you know, you still get a little bit of life trying to find a way, just like dinosaurs, you know, in ill-conceived futuristic theme parks. Let's go and just pull those in there. All right, I'm gonna just bring some of this down this way. Oops, that was the wrong button. It's okay. Got it. Okay, so that's a little too much. Let's grab some deep slates. Just expand this way just a little bit. All right, where's some of that smooth? Oh, I might have wiped it out of existence, which, you know, it happens. Some things just cease to exist. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of the smooth basalt. Come on. Just throw a little bit of this in here, too, for some texture. And let's also grab some of the cobbled deep slate. There we go. See, I think this will be cool if they actually were to mix in some of this other stone into their generation. I don't think they're going to. I think they are going to use the cobbled for for some other stuff down here. Like it's going to be, I don't know, like what was it, dungeons and stuff, right? Where you end up with spawners and other things like that. Now I'm really curious to see how the shulk sensors generate, because I don't think they've had them generating in the wild yet. I'm just hitting both mouse buttons here to slightly different, almost a different time. There we go. Sometimes I can get it in right. Okay, so let's... Oops, that was not quite what I had in mind. But there we go. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. And now I need to do some sort of wall to for the inside of this building. But the next thing I want to do is let's grab some amethyst. Now, what I want to do is I want to take some amethyst and I want to come in right through here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 rows of amethyst. Now, amethyst, it's got that lovely tinkling sound, right? Right? And when you walk on it, it's tinkly too. So what I'm going to do is take some of that. I'm going to cover it up with some sort of carpet. But basically what it'll end up doing is giving you this nice tinkly sound as you walk into this place. All right, and if I were to come in here with some, I don't know, what would be a good carpet? Almost tempted to use the orange, to be honest. But let's go with some red, I think. No. Nope, that is wrong. Sorry, no. You have failed the block test. You are out of here. Let's see. Carpet. Now, I like... yeah, I guess the moss carpet shows up here too. But I want something that's got a little bit more color. So I'm about to reach for the black. um, though honestly, maybe some gray. Okay, so... Okay. Yeah, so you get just a sort of nice little bit of... Okay. It's not that I want to hide the amethyst, though I kind of do. I don't want it to be purple, but I do want that tinkling. Right, so if you're working on a path in a fairy forest, you take these amethyst blocks, cover them up with moss, which actually that could be an option too. Come in. If you're wondering why I keep hitting 7, 7 is my inventory key. Let's try this with the moss instead of the carpet. Yeah, honestly, that's going to be better. All right, that's fine. That's totally fine. I can go with that. I'm perfectly content. Okay. But yeah, could you see? Now you can't get amethyst in creative or in survival. It's resistant to silk touch. So I'm just gonna let's just spread this out a little bit. Like the moss is, it's there, but it's yeah, just a little bit like this. All right, cool. All right, now I have no idea what the inside of this is going to look like. I may wait on that for another day. But yeah, so you just walk into your lovely fairy forest on the path. Tinkle, tinkle, right? That's magic for you. All right, so let's see. I was placing some moss over here. Now, yeah, I said I'm not entirely sure how... Oops, come on. Say, clicking on stuff is not my... not super deep in my skill set. What do you do? Oh, I work with computers. Can you click on things? Nah, that's too hard. I'm just an old school keyboard jockey. You know, mice. They're just, they don't fit my workflow. You know, it's the reason I use Emacs. You know, I just want to type everything. I want to use all of my fingers to make things rather than move my mouse. You know, that's okay. So. For those of you who are old school techie enough to remember what Emacs is. All right, go ahead and carpet across this one. And just run a little bit there like that. So the moss is trying to take hold, but hasn't yet. They haven't quite finished terraforming over here. Let's go ahead and bring a little bit up here. I'm going to replace a lot of this tuff with it, I think. Replace and place over and all of this fun stuff. Yeah, you can see, like, here's the diamonds with its regular generation, just in regular stone. And then, where was it? Over here in the deep slate. So you get this really cool difference in texture and color. Right? The same thing happens with the gold. Here it is in the deep slate. So, yeah. All sorts of fun stuff there. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of carpet here. Basically do the same type of thing that I was doing before. I said the moss is trying to grow. It is harder to mine. That is true. That is true. But... which is going to make things a challenge. Now, what's interesting is harder to mine, but it has the same blast resistance. So, there are potentially advantages now to building. If you really want to go crazy with the mining machines and things like that, you could totally do that. Be awesome. But that's also why there's a lot of talk about, you know, bone mealing the just bone mealing the stone, or bone mealing moss, so that it all turns into the moss blocks, which are easy to mine, and it doesn't affect the ores, as I recall. So you can whip through there fairly fast. Okay. Yep, you know, bats bursting into flames. That's always fun. Alright. So, yeah. So there are some definite things. The people who are in the SciCraft community and things like that, Ray's Works, all that fun stuff, are going to be having no end of fun playing with all of the different options. Like, what's the most efficient way? In fact, I think I've seen that video. What's the most efficient way to mine in 1.17? And they're still debating that, I think. So, okay, so let's come back here. Where's that bone meal? And I'm going to bone meal a couple of these areas here, which, of course, you saw it there, turn some of my stone into moss. I should throw... oh, yes, the world got much deeper. Yes, yes, yes. That is absolutely correct. They, yeah, go throw that there. Yep, no worries. Yeah, I was looking at that. It's like, the road got... Yes, but yes, the world got much deeper. So right now I'm at... Where am I? Minus 50. Right? Now it goes down to minus 64, which is why you cannot load an existing world in the snapshots. Because I haven't quite figured out how they're going to handle that. So, you know, it's... So that's going to be sort of interesting to see. It's like, are you just going to come out of your old stuff into new generation and get... and you're going to see, look, I can tunnel out this wall. Look, there's void, and I am going to plummet to my death. Or it's going to open up and look, now I have a nice open area underneath all of this ground I can build into. So, yeah, it's one of those things. They're still trying to figure out all that nonsense out, but Mojang's pretty smart, so I'm sure they'll figure out something that'll work. You know, I was going to make this not quite as green, but I'm kind of having fun with this. So, green it is. Ha ha! All right, so yeah, we'll just... Okay, so we'll bring this in this way. All right, don't need the amethyst, but I'll grab some of the glow lichen here. Not that I'll need it right away. Let's take some of this here. This is the other thing about the lichen is the glow lichen won't hang the way vines do. Right? I can bone meal it, and it'll spread across any face, but it won't hang down like the vines. Which in some ways makes it easier to farm. In other ways, you know, not so much, but... Alright, so let's bring that in there, and I'm going to bring a little bit of this, some of these vines down this way. Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to throw some light there. There. I'm going to have a lot of light here because of all of the lichen. I think a little bit of light under here would not go amiss. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. What's happening up here? Yeah, whole lot of... See, now I'm coming back. Where am I? Yeah, so this is world boundary, right? This is level 0. So you get the stone generation. There's your copper. Copper doesn't generate down at this level. So if you want copper, you've got to be up closer to the surface. Right, so now if up here, here's your granite. There's your diorite, all that fun stuff. And then you're down here, so sweet. Just tempted to throw a little slime in there, but I think stay off the slime. I mean, some people use slime recreationally, and I guess that's okay. But personally, I'm gonna have to say it. Recreational slime use can lead to problems later in life. So think before you decide to start using slime recreationally. Okay, there we go. I mean, to be fair, the bounce you get off slime, it is so choice. But okay, so we got that going here. Let's take a little bit of vine action. What I'm going to do is bring some vines hanging. Oops, that's not leaves. There we go. That's moss. Moss is totally different from the vines here. See? Totally different. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring this down this way just a little bit. It's gonna sort of stick out there. It's gonna hang a little bit, just kind of sort of here doing its thing. In fact, I think I want to put a little bit, just a few more of the flowers in there too, just to give that some more, give that just a little bit more. So more what? I don't know, just more. Okay, do I want it to be spilling down over the side here? Yeah, I think I do, just a touch. Or I'm going to take it all the way to the ground. That's okay too. Alright, alright. Yeah. So yeah, so you can see it's from where things have been growing. If you want to go, make up some lore, it's like this wheel is magic. It's spreading life from this fountain of magical, fountainness. And so the moss is growing. You get all the glowberries, right? It's all lush and wonderful. And it just hasn't quite reached out to take in the far sections of this cave yet. Yeah, so it's trying, but just haven't gotten there. Okay. Yeah, so some of that might be helpful too. All right, so I'm going to throw a couple of these azalea bushes in here. Oh, there are a couple right there. Yeah, just to sort of spread things out just a touch. Okay, I'm going to add, let's see. Oh, right. Okay. You can waterlog it, but that was running water, and so that's got its own special breed of odd. Can I, there it goes. There it goes. You got it. Okay. So just throw some drip leaves here in a few places, just to add a little bit of verticality to some of this. Okay, so go ahead and let that grow up that way a little bit. I don't remember if if those things grow on their own or not. I think they do. I honestly, I don't remember. There's a lot going on with this update. I'm super excited for it. But okay, so I think what I'm going to do here too is I'm going to throw a couple of Azalea bushes. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Throw a couple of Azalea bushes in there. Do I have... Well, we'll throw some bone meal to take out the extra bushes. Okay? Alright, so I need something. Let's clear out some inventory space here, because there's a bunch of this stuff I have no need for right now. Like all the polished blackstone and stuff. It was nice when I was building the tower, but for now... Okay, so let's take some grass. Just gonna throw some down. Oh, I also need some tall grass, which is... I could go search for it, but where's the fun in that, right? Okay. Yeah, because I want to pull some of this up here, but I don't want it to... I don't want to be too crazy with it, you know what I mean? So we'll just throw some of this. So the idea is that it's starting to grow, right? The magic fountain of magicness or whatever. I don't know. It needs a better name than that, but the magic fountain of magicness is spreading life through this cave. Not unlike the Genesis cave on Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Which is still probably my favorite Star Trek movie ever. It's The Wrath of Khan followed by The Voyage Home. Those two are fabulous and amazing, and I love them a lot. Okay, so we'll spread a little bit here. Let's take a... Put some drip leaf over there. Let's see. Throw some azalea bushes in and around here, you know, just to sort of bring things up. I'm going to replace this one with a flowering one, just because I think it needs a little bit. Okay, cool. It's not too bad. I do want to bring a little bit of the moss over this way, just a touch. Now, it'd be kind of cool if you could stack the mossy carpet like you can do the snow, but I think that's exactly it. It's like, dude, this is our cave. Go away. But look at all the fruits these bats are going to have now. They've been sitting here trying to live off of what they could scratch out of the stone. And now they've got, you know, plant life. You know, so hopefully they're fruit bats. You know, so hey, now we've got some glow fruits. You're gonna be living pretty. I mean, they're bats. You know, one could question how pretty they are, but okay. So that is dark. How do I want to deal with that? I could just glow flower this guy, or glow fruit that guy. That should be fine. Now I need a little bit of lichen, I think, over here. Okay, just a little bit. We'll just throw some down on the ground over there. And maybe a little bit there. Yeah, so it's not super bright, but it does give a nice little ambiance. Okay, now I feel like I need a little bit of something over here. Now I could do it with... All right, so I've got that dripstone going. I could do it with some vines, right? Take some of the glowberries and bring them down. I mean, that would be fine. We will have the berries and they will grow and light up our lives. Okay. Secretly, they've got a contract with GE to light up our life. Okay. So let's go ahead. That's right. Glowberries. Yeah. No, now they're blueberries. You know, I'm glad I have the option to do the closed captions, but they are not super accurate. Holy cow. How high up does this go? This definitely goes up there a ways. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Said it works pretty well sometimes, and then other times it's like, yeah, maybe not. But honestly, I'm glad I can do it for those viewers who have issues hearing or just want to laugh at what it says. Try bone meal it. There we go. Okay, so that's going to go down that way. Now that's sort of high up there in a place that I'm not really doing much. I do want to put I think I want to hang some glowberries from up here. And I think the other thing I might want to do, yeah, is I think I want to add a little bit of moss coming back here into this background. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to bring some moss coming around this way. Okay. Let's see. Let's bring it this way. Oops, there we go. There we go. Right. Yeah, you know. Yeah, and I don't know how many hearing impaired viewers there are on Twitch. I'm sure there are many. You know, and hey, it's a fairly simple thing for me to be able to do right now, so we'll go with it. The other thing I like about this is this way of doing it is this uses Twitch's built-in captioning stuff, so you can set your own font size and other fun things like that. And you can turn it on and off even on the VODs, which is really nice. Now, when I export this to YouTube, that all goes away. But YouTube has its own closed captioning stuff, so yeah, we'll go with that. All right. I think let's go ahead and put a flowering azalea bush over there. Let's put a... Oops, well, that was a flower. Let's try one of the not flowering ones. There we go. Okay. No, I want this one to sort of be... I was going to say bleeding down the hill. That's sort of gives the wrong impression. But also kind of the right one. I want it to look like it's sort of pouring down... almost like mossy water. It's almost like a stream, right? Okay. Little weird rendering action there. It's got a little bit of a flicker. It's like okay, you know, cool. Gotcha. Is that happening on these ones too? Yeah, just about all of these azalea bushes have a little bit of a flicker in places. All right, cool. That's fine. Look at all the freaking bats. All right, you know, that's fine. It's fine. I mean, if Bruce Wayne wants to make his home here, I suppose he can. I mean, he's going to have tingly, you know, fairy walkway sounding stuff, but, you know, I'm sure Robin loves it. You know, Robin is all about the tinkling. You know, if he didn't have to, you know, be stealthy to pass his superhero exam, he would be wearing tinkling stuff. You know, he was in the circus. He knows what it's about. It's all about the tinkly, jingly shininess. Excuse me, I should have muted and I wasn't thinking about it. All right. I do want to go ahead and add a little bit more here. Let's add some moss. The moss is nice here because it gives you, one, it breaks up just the regular stuff, but the moss carpet then gives you this idea. The moss is covering the block. Okay, it hasn't completely consumed it yet, you know. Could you imagine, you know, Tim Drake wandering around the Wayne Manor, Alfred's coming up, Master Bruce, he's doing it again. It's like, Robin, take off the tinkly shoes. But I like tinkly shoes. Actually, I have no idea if Tim Drake is that sort of Robin, but, you know, because I haven't actually read those comics, you know, but still, I could see it. You know, Dick Grayson was all about the sparkly stuff, right? Because not only did he come from the circus, Tim Drake didn't, but Dick Grayson did. You know, when he retired from being Robin, he went out and put on more tights as Nightwing. So he was all about that sparkly way of life. Okay, admittedly, Nightwing is sort of dark and brooding, but you know, it's you can see it. If he could get away with it, that blue stripe on the Nightwing costume would totally be made with glitter. But honestly, it's hard to intimidate street thugs with glitter. Okay, it's tough. Okay, some heroes could pull it off. The Powerpuff Girls totally could pull it off. Okay, I'm thinking Superman could do it. Superman, he could have glittery costume and stuff. Batman goes against his brand. Nightwing he's just not comfortable enough with his love of glitter to go with it. So, you know, it's just, you go with what you got. You know. Okay, so I think I want to bring a little bit of moss over here too. Okay, so I think this is looking fairly okay. I do want to bring in some more moss just in a couple of places. I do want to come in under there. I think I'm going to go there. Yeah, no, Batman, even the 1960s Batman, you know, with the bat dance, right? No, wouldn't work for him. You know, but even if Catgirl asks really nicely, he still would not be into the glitter. So, you know. All right, so let's hop over here. Let's see what this is looking like in the dark. Okay, so yeah, that's not too bad. I think I want to bring a little bit of green up onto this side. And maybe throw some lichen just over here. Just a touch. In fact, let's go ahead and put it on that rock. Though, I don't know. I could totally see Catwoman having the ability to influence Batman into doing some really weird things. You know. All right. It's like going out for Slurpees or something. I don't know. I don't think Bruce Wayne would be a Slurpee kind of guy, you know. Look, it's Slurpee Day. 7-Eleven has Slurpees for free. Well, I'm Batman. I don't drink Slurpees. Yeah, I can see it, you know. Milkshakes? Okay, I could go with that. I can see Batman all about the milkshakes. Batman, I think, would be all about the Sonic Blast, to be honest. You think he would get like a Reese's Blast with like Butterfinger? Like extra peanut butter for, you know? Or added chocolate syrup, you know? His Sonic Blast must be dark like his soul. Right? That's totally how that's going to go, right? Sure it is. All right. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to throw a couple of drip leaves in here just to add a little bit. Okay, so that's going to come up this way. Let's throw some. Let's see. I think I want to. Whoa. Okay. All right. I'll just bone meal that. That's fine too. It's totally fine. Everything is fine. Yeah. Okay, that might be a little bit... Yeah, that's going to be too tall. No, we'll just put that back. Thanks. All right, so let's try this again. Preferably by clicking on the right thing this time. Oh, hey. Let's do it with the drip leaf and not the grass, though, huh? I think I want to just only come up one... There we go. There we go. Let's see. Do I want to add some drip leaves over there? I feel like it needs a one or two. And I've fallen into a pattern. I'm not entirely sure I like it. The fact that I'm in the pattern is of putting drip leaves in the foreground of these hills. Right? Where they sort of grow up and add a little heights where there wasn't some before, right? Or where it was sort of coming down and now the drip leaf provides a little bit of height and depth in front of it. Oops, and I'm hitting the wrong thing. So it's meant to be, we'll go with it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to have to be an extra life milestone is the a no mistakes stream. If I make a mistake, I have to leave it. I can't take it out. It stays. It just has to be part of the build. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put some. Oh, that's interesting. I can. Yeah, there's definitely some weird things around these azalea bushes for what can be planted next to them. I'm kind of curious how what that all is about, but I'm sure they've talked about it at some point, but I don't know. Okay, so that's going to go this way. I've got all this stuff. Yeah, I think this is doing okay. I'm going to take some leaves because I've been sort of neglecting the leaves. And I'm going to run some of these leaves coming up this way, right? I want them to sort of follow this hillside. I was going to say a mountainside. Could it be a mountain if it's underground? Ooh, this is a cute little cave. I'm going to throw a little lichen back here just to highlight that cave a little bit. All right, and I want to take some. I'm going to take some of this, and I'm going to run some azalea leaves coming down this way, just to hang down here, being all, you know, leafy and stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm not. So this is actually kind of fun for me to play with, because I said I don't do natural very often or very well. So playing with this a little bit just to give myself a little bit of experience and a little just a little playfulness here. All right. Yep. And that's it. The more I work on it, the better at it I'll get. Which is nice, honestly. Okay, so yeah, because some of this I'm just not quite. I just don't quite have the the eye for how nature is supposed to work. I don't know if it's just I'm not out in it often enough. You know, I live in a desert, right? Things don't. When things do flower, it's cactus. Okay, so we don't have vines. we, yeah, there are some bushes and trees in town, but they're like, maple and oak, and I've got an apple tree, right? But you know, if I want to go hiking, I have to avoid stepping on cactus. Okay, so get some of that over there. Apparently, some of that right there too. It's kind of feels like there should be a little bit of something. Oh, I walked right off the ledge there. Almost feels like something should be growing out of that, but if I stick with my lore of the growth is coming from the magic fairy pool here, and start to push that way, I really should expand up some grass and stuff coming up this way. So let's just go ahead and I'm gonna randomly throw some moss and stuff over here. And then I'm just gonna, it's just gonna look a lot less random than I thought it was gonna look. But just fine. Fine. We'll throw some of that there. In fact, let's just throw some bone meal. So the bone meal is nice just for quickly getting some random grass and random things. It looks like somewhat natural generation, right? All right, let's take some glowberries. Great. I'm going to hang some from here. And yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to just have some grow from the ceiling back there. Well, they might as well grow all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, I don't remember. I think eating glowberries also is supposed to give you a little bit of a maybe short-term night vision. Maybe I don't remember. Check the Minecraft wiki. Some restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Okay, so let's see now. So we got this coming up this way. Let's throw a. I'm just gonna take this drip leaf. I'm gonna have this grow up that way just a little bit, and I'm gonna have it grow out from sort of the inside of this bush. This is a heck of a bush. All right, so get that going. Let's throw this drip leaf right here. All right. So how are we doing here? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and expand this out. Oh, man. I'm excited. It's Thursday, meaning tomorrow is Friday, because that's how dates work. And I'm excited because about WandaVision. The last episode starts tomorrow. That's been a fun watch. I always liked Wanda in the Avengers movies and stuff. So it's nice to see her get a little bit more to do, you know? Okay, so let's go that way. Let's throw a few leaves. I'm gonna. Where are the plain ones? There they are. There they are. Okay, so we'll throw some of these leaves up, coming up this way. All right, and I'm gonna put that there and throw a little lichen behind it. And let's let this... okay. Yeah, the drip leaves are not quite the same thing as Azalea leaves. It's a little different there, you know. Oh, this is kind of nice. Gives it a little bit of a water pouring downhill kind of vibe. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I don't know if I want to slide it up that way at all. Maybe a little bit. Let's come up this way just a touch. Basically, what I want to do is give it a little bit of a push up this way. Nothing too crazy, I think. I'll throw an azalea bush here in a couple of places, but all right. Well, those are leaves. Not the same thing at all as the flowering azalea. Oh, why can't I put it there? There's carpet there. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good. We'll bring a little bit of moss coming up this way, but... all right, I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's come back down here and take a look and see how this is going. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, in fact, if I bring some moss up this way... I don't know that I need a whole lot up here. Just a touch, you know. The bush. I need the azalea bush. Okay. We'll bring that this way. And again, the same sort of pattern I've been doing a little bit is, you know, letting some of the stone come through with the moss over top of it. Okay. All right, I'm going to have this guy just be kind of sitting over here on its own just a little bit. In fact, let's take another one right here. Okay, now I think in normal generation, the dripstone or the drip leaf plants grow in and around water. But, you know, we'll go with it. Yeah. All right, let's actually... I'd love to hang that from the leaf there, but we'll go with that. All right, so there's just a little bit of vine action coming down this way. Nothing too crazy. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I do want that vine to grow from down here, so... all right, I don't know if I want to light it up, though. So let's clear that effect. Because I've got light coming from these towers, right? Because I've got lava pouring down the sides here. So, yeah, let's give it one more. There we go. Okay, see, this isn't too bad. I think I want a little bit of lichen. It's one of those things that light equals life. And so I'm going to just have a little bit of this lichen here in a couple of places just to give it a little bit of light, just to say, look, here be life. Yes, Captain, there be life here. All right. Yeah, now, speaking of lights and things I don't have, let's see. Let's grab some glowstone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here a couple of places, like right there, and I'm just going to throw some glowstone in. Can't really do a lot here. Suppose I could if I were to do that, and then let's run a little bit of moss down this way. There we go. I want to just spread a little bit of light, right? Just right down here, just to give it some, well, light. I mean, hey, why am I putting light there? Well, I want it to be light. Okay. This is not a hard question to answer. It's like, why did you put light there? Well, it was dark and I wanted it to not be dark. Oh, well, okay then. You know. Okay, so, yeah. Oops. Okay. All right, I've got a little bit of darkness here. Now I can light it up here and over on this as well. So let's throw a little bit of Lichen. Actually, let's put a little bit on the wall here. And maybe right down there. Okay. And I don't know if I want to light up that pillar much more than that. But I do want to bring some light down here. So what I'm going to do is, there we go, throw some, again, it's the light under the carpet. Right? That age-old trick of how do you add light to your build? Well, you put in a light block and then you cover it with carpet. Hey, it works the same way, except now it's moss. And this way it won't quite disappear. Alright, so this isn't too bad. Let's throw a little bit of Lichen over here. So it just gives you a little bit of highlighting almost. Right? That pillar stands out a little bit more now just because there's a little bit of light on it. Just like this does. Of course, this stands out a lot more now because of the glowberries. In fact, let's come up here. Let's throw some more glowberries on that. Now, I think one of the things that happens, foxes will eat glowberries. Oh, that's something interesting. I hadn't noticed that. When the bats hit the drip leaves, it knocks them. I hadn't noticed that before. So you could actually make glowberries and, you can build a farm using glowberries and bone meal and foxes, I suppose. I don't know. That'd be something worth playing with. All right, so that's going this way. You know, maybe what I want to do is let's take this water. Let's turn this into a little bit of a pond, huh? Okay, I talked about not doing that. I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right, so, yeah. All right, cool. So we got that going on. We've got a little bit of light happening over there. I don't know if I want to add a whole lot here. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of moss. Okay. Or moss. Lichen. There we go. One of these words is the correct one. Okay. Now the inside of my castle seems really dark. All right. Yeah, so this isn't too bad. I'd add some more of the dripstone, like the stalactites and stuff, but I don't quite like how they look, so I'm going to not do that. Which seems like a very good reason not to, you know? Okay, so let's see. In fact, yeah, I may take that down. All right. Well, cool. This isn't too bad at all. All right, got ourselves a little bit of a... It's not a natural lush cave. It's just a little bit of a garden. You know, I could come in here with some other flowers, but I like that I've got all of the just the cave flowers and stuff going on down here. I don't need poppies and roses and nonsense like that. No, let's stick to what we've got. Yeah, and using the lichen just to add highlights, little areas of color, just to lighten things up a little bit. Like right there, right? it just adds a little bit of that, not quite fairy tale vibe, but I mean, you could totally see, right? If you're coming up from over here, right? And you've come out of a cave somewhere here and you come around this and you start looking at, it's like, ooh, isn't this cool, right? The lichen sort of highlighting the path. And as you come down, right? That's just all sorts of fun. All right, and there are 18 zillion bats. Hopefully, you know, they don't get tangled in your hair, because that would be, you know, frankly uncomfortable for the bats. Okay, I don't know about you. I mean, my hair is not long enough that I have to worry about it. But if you have long hair, just be cognizant so you don't get bats tangled in it. It's not good for them. They get really stressed. Their little hearts get going. You know, and then it just takes a little while to get them out. You don't want to mess with that. You know, be kind to bats. Just be aware of where your hair is, and so you don't get them tangled in it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, it is about that time for me to be calling it a day, but I'm pretty happy with what this is looking like, man. I'm really psyched now to see what the more of the natural generation of this, of course, which I suppose I can go look for it. That's a thing. Though I don't know if they've got the lush caves generating yet. But between that and the way this is and so I went a little crazy with the way with the copper and the slate and stuff, but I like it. I like what this is doing. And holy crow, I totally forgot something here. That needs to go there. And let's see. I need a... There. I was missing a thing. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, gamer. I'm pretty happy with what this is doing. Said I wanted to play with some of the new blocks, which is I've been mostly restricting myself to them as I've been working on this. So it's been not completely, obviously, but yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This is pretty cool. Whew. All right. Well, man, so this is fun. We'll see what comes out with the snapshot. They've been releasing one every week, every couple of weeks. I'm hoping that the new mountain generation shows up here for Java here in the next week or two. Since I think you mentioned it was available now in the beta for consoles for the Bedrock edition here this week. So yeah, hopefully soon, because man, I love a good mountain. So here's looking forward to that. I'm gonna kick over those credits. I do want to thank all of you for joining me today. Eventually the credits will roll. For all of you for joining me and participating in the stream today, for chatting and all that fun stuff. Of course, I do have a Patreon as well. You can subscribe at patreon.com/musicfreegaming for exclusive content. And follow my socials there on Twitter, Instagram, also on TikTok, but I haven't updated that page yet. And yes, Mass Ganja Gamer, I hope you have an excellent night as well. It's fun. This is going to be exciting. My next stream is Saturday morning, starting at 7:30 Mountain Time, and I'm going to be back in my survival world. Actually, it's Mandolin's survival world, but I'll be back in survival, working on my castle and the walled city and all that fun stuff. So be sure to follow and catch all that action. And until next time, so I think we're a little small to go raiding tonight, so we'll call it here. So until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.